Hey guys, Julian here. Welcome to Mandurah Station. I am here to do the very first Mandurah to Optus Stadium service at Perth Stadium. So this service will be departing here at 2:45 p.m. today, Saturday the 14th of June, and it will be running all stations to Thornlie Station, and then it will be running express from Thornlie all over to Perth Stadium. So let's start the journey.
5 minutes. This service stops all stations to Thornlie, then express to Perth Stadium.
There we go, guys. We have the announcement. First time hearing it at Mandurah Station for the Perth Stadium. Okay, here we go, guys. The very first Perth Stadium special departing from Mandurah.
This train runs from Mandurah to Perth Stadium. Doors closing.
Okay, here we go. Got a few other train enthusiasts on board just at the front. So this journey is going to be taking us just over an hour to complete, and we will be going into the inside track. So it will be the,
Your consideration for fellow passengers is appreciated.
Yep, so the new Thornlie to Coburn line track and Thornlie to Coburn line will be served in this journey. The very first time that we've had a full service from Mandurah use it, so thought it might have been a C series, but not today, unfortunately. Just a B. But in the future they will be using C series for these specials. So here we go. It's a lot quieter now than last Sunday. That was just the Perth train to Mandurah from Perth. So next station will be Lakeland. So we're all stations just to Coburn Central on the Mandurah line. So I've got my phone holder with me, so hopefully the angle is good. Now we'll be premiering this on the Tuesday night just coming up. So do this as a full journey. Yeah, just have my partner behind me that you can see as we go through the tunnel. So this is the very first time in 8 years, coming up to 8 years. The very last time there was a Mandurah Stadium direct service was to the Subiaco Oval in 2007. It was the end of the, 2017 rather. The end of the 2017 season was when the last footy specials ran between Subiaco Oval and Mandurah Station, so West Leederville. and Mandurah Station. They built a dedicated platform for Mandurah Line services there, 6 car, which is still there on the western side of West Leederville. Yeah, just west of the main station there. So yeah, this is really good. It's coming up to nearly 10 years in a couple of years since the Mandurah Line
This is Lakeland.
well, 10 years of operating, so it's almost been that length since that it hasn't been operating a direct footy special. So yeah, here we go, Lakeland Station. Of course, this station has celebrated its 2nd year this year. Yeah, opened up in 2023, and it has been proudly serving the community for some time now, ever since. Here we go. We are on set 68 at the back for this journey. It is, of course, a 6-car train.
Next station, Mandurah.
Now we're coming up to the 10-minute non-stop journey between Lakelands and Mandurah stations. So that gap there, we will be seeing Carnup Station being constructed in the next few years. Rumour has it it's going to be 2027 when they officially constructed or have it completed. Probably construction will start towards the end of this decade, so planning is still ongoing for that station. Thank you so much, everyone, for subscribing to the channel and staying with us. Be sure to have a look at the channel membership as well. You will get a prompt on the screen. Yeah, just be sure to have a look, because you will get early access to videos before they are premiered to everyone. And just for a small monthly fee of $3.99. More information is on the channel itself, so I hope you can join us in the channel membership. But if not, yeah, joining us in the channel is still good. Thank you so much for joining in. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel as well. So just coming up to the future Carnup Station site, just over Paganoni Road. And the crossovers. As well. Here we go. And yep, another Mandurah train there. So So very significant. This will improve access for people in the southern suburbs that wish to get to Optus Stadium. It's been a great turnout for the event last Sunday, rather, for the opening of the Thornlie-Cockburn Line. It is the first part. It forms the first section of the future Circle Line, which will be running in Perth around the Perth CBD. Back there is the tall signal, really nice to see that. And there are plans to build the Circle Line no formal announcement has been made at this stage, so we'll wait and see. Almost at Mandurah Station. So this will provide a good link and take the pressure off from the main Mandurah services that come back, because often it gets really busy, and after games, when people are heading home and the train is quite packed until at least Rockingham. But also we do have the brand new stadium event service, which has been shortened from Livingston Marketplace. It now departs and arrives at Southlands Boulevard, so that will be good for the people in Willetton. They continue to get their service. They get a direct service this time to Optus. And here we go. will be interesting to see if we do catch up with the timetabled services. I hope that we get don't get slowed down too much, especially on the elevated section, because it is running every 7.5 minutes between Cannington and Perth. So here we go, Mandurah Station now. Now I've noticed from yesterday that they have taken off the actual car numbers, so on the boards it just says Perth or Perth Stadium, so but you can still see it on the Transperth live times on the website, so I'm not too sure what they're doing there. Okay, here we go. Mandurah Station. Now next station, Rockingham. They do have another, they still also have another service tomorrow, another game happening at Optus Stadium, so they will be running another special from Mandurah. It's going to be quite a busy week, and I think also on Wednesday there's going to be one next week with the government utilising the new service and getting more sport at Optus Stadium. We also have the announcement of, I think, another English Premier friendly happening, soccer friendly, between one of the Italian, I don't know, it's a soccer match coming out to Perth. We're going to be playing friendly. I think that's either later on this year with Arsenal or, but yeah, they announced another one recently for next year, so remember to always utilise public transport. That's there for us to catch, and travel is included in your ticket, so here we go, coming up to Rockingham now. Now they can run if there's a delay or if there's a line closure between Coburn Central and, or say between Murdoch and Perth, they can run the trains, Mandurah trains, along the new Thornlie-Cockburn Line if they're doing some track work, and just run like the 909 from Coburn to Perth or something, but Murdoch to Perth. So it is certainly making, the connection is certainly making it more resilient. There we go, there's that curve at Rockingham. Now I have noticed also at Mandurah they've changed over the signs. So they are now this neutral dark colour, and they've taken the orange away, which is becoming sort of the new norm along the Transperth network. Now, I don't really expect this service to be quite busy or packed, just because it's the very first one of the day. But as it gets a bit closer to the bounce down, it will pick up a bit more. Plus, not too many people are aware of it, so there might be a few that will still go and transfer through, go to Perth and transfer that way over to stadium services from Perth Station. So next station, Wellard. There's that curve again. And we have the crossover here, which doesn't get used much anymore except for the Auburn Grove to Mandurah service disruptions and that. But now that they've got the Thornlie line open, I don't know if they'll be closing the line as much, as most of it was just for the track work associated with the TCL project. But yeah, used to have that K pattern running between Perth and Rockingham, and would terminate at Rockingham. Used to go years ago when they had the line first opened up, the K pattern used to run all stations to Coburn Central and then express to Rockingham. But then over the years, over time, they turned that into an all stops to Rockingham service. Yeah, they used to, when they first opened up the line, they had that C pattern, which didn't stop at Canning Bridge, because that was being served by during peak by the Coburn Central's W pattern. Now, it has been confirmed that all the A series trains have been taken off the Mandurah line. It's now a B series and C series exclusive line at the moment, as all the A series have been moved back to the Armadale line and the Thornlie-Cockburn line. So that's the end of the 6-car A series. I'm glad I did get that on camera. Unfortunately, I didn't go to Yanchep on one, but I went as far as Coburn, Clarkson, so. And we're coming up to Wellard train station. Here's the new extension of the Wellard village at Wellard, extending it out a bit south. It's a nice housing estate amongst bush. And yeah, they've got the 544 service that just goes down Bertram Road and Wellard, just around the back skirts of it. So it looks like we're possibly got an amber light, just pulling in cautiously to the station. C Series 134, here we go. So they are running them today. There's quite a few on the line. They probably might only run one tomorrow. They have quite a few. I've seen 2 today. There we go. Makes it look like these unscheduled C series of the last year. Next station, Kwinana. So it takes us quite a while just to get to the new section. So if they do stop this train at the new stations, it will be the first time since the VRP service that the train will be utilising the full length of the new platforms. We originally thought that they were going to run all stations to Carlisle and then Perth Stadium. So I think it's just they're going to be trialling out this way for a bit. Now the Mandurah Line specials depart and terminate from the Eastern Concourse at Perth Stadium Station. So whereas the Fremantle and Yanship services, if they're still operating the Fremantle ones, used to operate from Western Concourse. So I believe they still do have some specials, and the Perth services should be departing from the Western Concourse. So it's got a good spread out of services. Oh, might have been just a signal change. Here we go. So we're now about to go through the Anchortail Tunnel and onto the median of the Kwinana Freeway. So we've got the Freeway section now coming up. Yeah. So we serve the 2 platforms. We should be coming in on the usual platform 1 at Coburn, and then we'll turn onto this changeover to the middle tracks, and then go through the Glen Iris Tunnel. Here we go. when this line, the Mandurah line rather, was still in planning stages, they did refer to it as the Southern Suburbs Railway. And even in the cheesy animation that they had for it, I still remember seeing the little animation of the Angertel Road tunnel there. Trains going in and out. Amazing how the technology, graphics and everything has changed since. You can see the difference in the Ellenbrook line animation, which they released after the line opened up, and the Thornlie-Cockburn Line animation. Okay, another C series, number 2. And it's official too, guys. Rockingham Depot for the buses are now installing the brand new Flowbird Smart Rider processors. So we've seen quite a few of the gas buses there get the new processors, which is still quite an unusual sight to see the gas buses get them, which is good. It's about time. It means that the project is progressing along again, and that we're a little bit closer to getting the contactless payments for the network, for the cards, and the new generation Smart Rider cards. So looking forward to seeing that roll out, and they're also going to be rolling that out in the regional towns as well. So all the trans-regional routes will be receiving the Flowbird processors, which Flowbird is a Wayfarer, of course the ticketing brand, who have been in partnership with Perth, or Public Transport Authority of Western Australia, for over 30 years. They rolled out the multi-rider system, for those who remember that, with the magnetic strip at the back. I remember that so well. And of course the 50-cent fares first originated on that multi-rider system when the old Gallop / Carpenter government, Labor government, had, under the stewardship of Alana McTinnon had rolled out the very special student multi-rider, blue multi-rider, that you just inserted into the machine and it popped out after stamping your card. So that was the predecessor of the Smart Rider, which Smart Rider has overtaken now, replaced, and it's been serving the system really well since. Here we go. Next station is Coburn Central. We might get a special announcement shortly of service, so hopefully no one's boarded at this station thinking it's going to go its usual route down the freeway past Murdoch and Bull Creek and Canning Bridge to Elizabeth King. Oh. Nice! Change here for all stations to Perth. That's good. show it again. There we go. Next station, Coburn Central. Then express to Perth Stadium. Change here for all stations to Perth. From Mandurah Line services to Perth. Nice. So maybe they have changed, well, updated the announcements at last. Now we will be seeing the train change over tracks. Here we go, coming up to the sidings at Coburn. Nice. They should really say change here for all stations Murdoch to Perth would make more sense, because then but anyway, yeah, at least we know what it sounds like. Change here from Mandurah Line services to Perth, which it says on the thing. That's pretty cool. Okay, so here we go, about to go on the new track now. And then we'll go over and have a look. So let's go and have a look. So there we go. Oh, nice. And it is a 6-car, guys, on platform 3. Beautiful. 1:15 at the front, so wow. Actually running some, they might be running the all stations on platform 3 at Coburn. Here we go, over to the new track, and that's the old track, normal track to Perth. We'll just come back down, go, so definitely check that out another time. So they must be running every second service from, well, after the Mandurah special, we have the Coburn Central to Perth Stadium. Now the 6-car to Mandurah. Here we go. So first 6-car train to go. To Perth Stadium from Mandurah. First 6 car to from Mandurah. Here we go, about to go under the Glen Iris tunnel. Now I'm not too sure if we're going to be going 130 all the way, but we'll see how the journey goes. A little bit different. Here we go. We have the neutral section just after we pop out of the tunnel. This is of course the tunnel that they constructed during the same time as construction of the Mandurah line, and it has been sitting empty and gated up until works commence on the Thornlie-Cockburn line. Here we go, beautiful. Now we'll get a better look of the Jandakot bus depot. Now that bus depot used to be located at Canning Vale, but they've since relocated it to Jandakot, obviously to provide more space for services with the Thornlie-Cockburn line. So there we go. I think this line personally here is more suited to the B series than the A series. Oh, we get to go full speed. Beautiful. Now we'll be continuing with the filming of the bus services around. Here we go, depot here at Jandakot. There we go. Wow, 6 car. Beautiful. In fact, let's get a bit better view. And we've got the single aspect signals, or tricolour signals. Now, we will be going express through Ranford Road, I think. We might be stopping at Ranford Road. Let's see. So that sounds like they've got the actual system just a bit mixed up, but it's only teething. Yeah, it does say on the. Here we go, so this station is Ranford Road, and we should be stopping here. The timetable does say that we'll be stopping all stations to Thornlie. Here we go, yep, so we'll be stopping here. Yep, another enthusiast taking a photo. This will be the only time that we'll see 6 car trains on this line. Yep, here we go. So they haven't programmed it in yet to the train announcements. So next station will be Nicholson Road. Very first train from Mandurah serving this line, so very significant and fitting too, because this is the original route. There we go, Perth Stadium SP for special, and of course they've got the next one 2 minutes. So beautiful. Be really cool to see the train go express over the elevated sections. Oh, a bit wobbly. That was it's roughly about 4 kilometres between Nicholson Road and Ranford Road. Yep, they have to put in the manual announcements. And you can light here at Nicholson Road for a very nice feed at Taco Bell. Nice affordable feed too. Make sure you all support local businesses too, guys. They've been hurting with road closures and everything, especially the butcher shop in Carlisle. They're a really good butcher shop there. The owner had to do a GoFundMe page for his business because of the closure of the local road impacting his business while they were constructing Carlisle Station. So yeah, go and support your local business owners. As the roads reopen and access does improve again. So here we are, Nicholson Road, guys. And then the next station will be Thornlie. So they haven't updated the announcements yet, so they probably plan on running the train express to Perth Stadium from Coburn. Coburn after going all stations to Coburn from Mandurah. There we go, Coburn Central is a TP. So they have removed the car numbers, so I don't know if it's a 3 or a 6, but it'd be a 6 car. Probably express to Coburn. Oh, express to Thornlie and then all stops Coburn maybe. Yep. Okay. Next station, Thornlie, the original terminus of the Thornlie line. They did do I'm glad that they maintained the original structure and they just modified it to allow for 6-car trains and through running. Here is the Elliott Place Cameron Street Bridge. That used to be a pedestrian crossing. Yeah. Used to be a crossing, but then they removed it as well for the Thornlie line, and also they used to have at Nicholson Road, just around there, they had the level crossing, which was on a hill, but they've since removed that and made that a road over rail bridge, just due to the modifications that were happening with the line. Here we go, Thornlie Station has a nice overpass. We have Set 96 going to Coburn. About the only time you'll see more Bs on the line to A series. So set 96 at the front. Here we go, and we'll see what set's trailing. And 1, 2, 3, trailing.
Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. This train now runs express to Stadium. That is, only express to Stadium. Thank you.
Fantastic. So running express now to Perth Stadium. But they could have probably run it. More stations to Carlisle, but yeah, here we go. Beautiful. Now I do plan on filming the 930X route sometime in July, so stay tuned for that video to come out. I have filmed the 925 route, and that's going to be premiering tonight. Tonight's premiere, so Saturday the 14th. Okay, here we go. This is the Canning River Bridge here. It has been duplicated, really nice, because it was just a single bridge, single line up to just before Thornlie Station previously. Now we're about to go through the Kenwick Tunnel. Now this line was originally opened as a spur to Thornlie Station in 2005 because the plans had been to, they had started constructing the Kenwick Tunnel when the plans were changed for the original Mandurah Line route, which was originally going to go the Thornlie-Cockburn Line section, just parallel to the freeway, to the freight line, and also parallel to the Mandurah Line in the common section on the Mandurah Line. Here we go, we've got the tunnel lights on. And then when the change of government came in, the Labor government, they changed the route to go straight up the freeway into Esplanade train station, now Elizabeth Quay, and William Street, which is Perth Underground Station. But by then they'd already constructed the Kenwick Tunnel, were constructing it, so they decided to just run the line to Thornlie, awaiting the further extension which we have now to Coburn Central on the Mandurah Line. And here we go now, coming up to Beckenham Station, which is now served by the Thornlie Line exclusively during the shutdown. So we just go express, that's William Street we're going over. Here we go, straight through. 6-car platform, of course, now. Then we'll see there we go, beautiful. And then we'll see the sidings in the middle for the Cannington shuttles. Here we go. So you can enter from the south side as well as the northern side. So enter and exit. Cannington shuttle, first 80 series, 4-car, and it exits there, which is really good. And this is Cannington Station. It's really nice station here. And you got the interchange underneath. Just underneath there is the station. Station. We'll continue along now. This is still on the elevated section. Queen's Park 3, it's also a 6-car platform. Continue along now to Oat Street, just past 3. So we do go underneath the Leach Highway overpass. So we'll get back to ground level in a minute. Then we'll go over the Welshpool Road, elevated section where the crossing used to be, and Welshpool Station. Okay, this is where Welshpool train station used to be, guys. And then we'll go underneath the Leach Highway. And there we go, so another train to Coburn. Haven't seen any C series, so they might not be running them today. Just going over Welshpool Road. That actually might have been Welshpool Station, just there before Leach Highway. Sorry, guys, the old station site. So we're caught up to the train at the front. So we're just on an amber signal at the moment. Here we go, coming up to Oat Street. Now, of course, the trains to Coburn Central are running express through this section to Thornlie, then all stations, Thornlie to Coburn Central, and so they're probably just picking up passengers from Perth and dropping them off at the stadium. Beautiful views here, guys. You can see suburbia on top. Next station is Carlisle, which we'll be passing through. Looks like we're going to get some rain today, guys, so a bit overcast, which is okay. At least it's not going to be too sunny. So Carlisle Station, with the Cannington shuttle coming in, 4-car. Still running the Cannington shuttles in these sections. Here we go, set 5 and 11. next station is Victoria Park. That is the end of the new elevated section. So it won't be stopping at Victoria Park because it's still 4-car capable station. Victoria Park and Burswood stations will not be served. 5.5 kilometres from Perth, line marker. So it's really cool. And we've just gone past the 1 hour mark. I hope you've enjoyed it so far, guys. The journey. Do apologise for the wobbly camera quality. Hopefully it's not too bad. Just finding a comfortable spot. Hang on to the camera stick there. Okay, so we'll just crawl through Victoria Park. It's coming up to now. They have now closed off the temporary bus station, not in service, 124 and 103. Oh, still 908 up there, so not too sure what they're doing with that. Here we go. 12 minutes, so it's only the W pattern Cannington service that is stopping at Victoria Park and all stations. All the special trains are currently on the new Thornlie-Cockburn section. Now the next station is Perth Stadium. So we'll see where the train goes. Now they have run a simulation day just with all the new train services, including the Mandurah special. I have seen the C series go express past Cannington Station earlier in the week, so that was really cool to capture that. So they should be quite prepared for the line. What are we doing? Are we going to be using the... Oh no, we're not going to be using it. Okay, that's all good. Thought we might have been going into this siding, but no, we'll be staying here. But yeah, amazing how the line is getting utilised. Okay, yep, so we're just staying here. No crossovers. And this is Burswood Station coming up. With Great Eastern Highway below. Now they will be extending the Burswood Station, demolishing and rebuilding it a little bit further. And then they'll extend out the Victoria Park Station a bit later on as well. So here we go. Next station is Perth Stadium, with the very first Mandurah service, from Mandurah that departed at 2:45 p.m. and it's now 3:48, so it is officially 1 hour long, just over an hour to get here from Mandurah, which isn't too bad actually compared to the 50 minutes it takes to get from Mandurah to Perth. Here we go, up Stadium 41. And 29, A series. There we go. So they've got all the trains lined up. 6 and 33. So they do use this station as a bit of a makeshift depot at night time, just because they don't have enough space at the existing Narragapp, Claysbrook depots and Mandurah, just to help with the first services during the day. So I did see some cleaning equipment. Here we go, so Perth Stadium 26-23. There we go, finally made it to Perth Stadium. Platform 1 that we're on. There we go, guys, we have officially made it to Perth Stadium on the 6-car train. Fantastic. So, beautiful. Very first service of the day from Mandurah, and in fact the very first service to have run straight from Mandurah to Perth Stadium. There we go, 68 and 51 has completed this service, so we'll just see this service take off. Thank you for joining me today on the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Join me on JCP Community, Discord, Instagram, and also make sure to fill out the bus route and train journeys request forms. Until next time, happy transporting. Bye for now.